Edwards Air Force Base is home to more than 200 species of birds. Most of which are protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1918.
Some birds were hunted for their feathers, used in clothing and other artifacts. Like egrets, they would shoot for the plumes. They'd put them on ladies' hats. And then some birds, they'd collect the eggs for food. Hunters mastered their skills to the point where many species were starting to actually go extinct. One example of this is the passenger pigeon. When the Europeans first settled in this country, there was estimated to be billions of passenger pigeons. And by the 1900s, they had gone extinct. So in 1918, the Migratory Bird Treaty Act was signed to protect migratory birds.
The Migratory Bird Treaty Act states, "No person shall at any time, by any means or in any manner, take, possess, transport, or export any migratory bird, or any part, nest, or egg of any such bird."
Most birds on Edwards Air Force Base are protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act, which makes it illegal to take any bird or feathers, eggs, active nests, and so we need to protect these birds. And they often nest in areas that can be a bother to us. They like to nest in protected areas, and often these areas are in aircraft or on your house, and they can get in your way.
With the increase in development and building construction, the number of trees and other natural habitats for some birds has shrunk, leading these birds to build their nests near our homes, playgrounds, and offices. The Migratory Bird Treaty Act is meant to protect these birds and is designed to limit our contact with them. Hefty fines and even imprisonment can result from violating these rules. A fine of up to $15,000 and up to 2 years in prison can result from violating this act, even if you were not aware of the law. The most common migratory birds nesting in the housing and business areas around base are the brewer's blackbird, the house finch, the Say's phoebe, and even the common raven. These birds build their nest in the spring, but because of the favorable weather conditions at Edwards, they can often nest into the late summer. Some other migratory birds that are found around Edwards are the turkey vulture, the great horned owl, the burrowing owl, the red-tailed hawk, and the roadrunner. Every spring, migratory birds choose to nest in areas that can provide them with a suitable habitat. Often, our homes and businesses provide them that suitable habitat.
I'm Wes King. I'm a contracted biologist here on Edwards Air Force Base. As a contractor working with many different housing area demolition and construction projects, there are a few things to consider regarding migratory birds. When migratory birds nest in project areas, they delay progress and cause a multitude of problems. We highly recommend that any type of construction or demolition project takes place outside of the nesting season. Here on Edwards, the nesting season is generally February through August. However, if a project must occur during the nesting season, we recommend that contractors take the following preventative measures to keep migratory birds from nesting in project areas. Contractors can make sure that all attic vents and eaves are covered with wire mesh and that all flat surfaces are made inaccessible or angled. Each of these areas is an ideal nesting spot for migratory birds. If the flat surface can't be made inaccessible, install an angled wood block or styrofoam over the surface to keep birds from nesting in that area. If windows and doors, including garage doors, are removed from a house, replace these physical barriers with something that will keep the birds from entering the house. Cover these openings with poly sheeting, boards, or another type of physical barrier that will keep the birds from nesting inside the houses. If windows and doors are not removed, any openings to the house, like a broken window or bent garage door, should be covered. If left open, the birds will nest inside the house, on shelves, in closets, on top of fans, in light fixtures, or any sort of area that provides protection. If a bush or tree is going to be cut down or removed, pruning may discourage birds from nesting in it for the time between planning the demolition or construction and actually removing the vegetation. Before a bush or tree can be cut down, a professional biologist must inspect it for migratory bird nests with eggs and/or young. If the bush or tree is cleared by the biologist, it should be cut down or removed the same day to prevent birds from nesting in it after it has been cleared. If a migratory bird nests in the bush or tree after it has been cleared, the contractor will have to wait until the young have left the nest and the bush or tree is cleared a second time. Taking preventative measures can lessen the possibility of having to deal with delays and other problems caused by migratory birds.
Migratory birds play a vital role in the fragile ecosystem at Edwards, and protecting the balance of creatures is important for the environment. Birds often eat snakes and bugs in our housing and business areas and are a treat for bird watchers. Some of these birds have even inspired our pilots and engineers to name many of our nation's aircraft after them, such as the F-16 Falcon, the F-22 Raptor, and many others. Sharing our environment with these magnificent birds here at Edwards Air Force Base is definitely something worth striving for.